Hey, it's Anthony Iannarino sporting the new One Up shirt. So if you bought this book, Elite Sales Strategies, you know what One Up means. It means that we have more knowledge and we have more experience helping clients get the results that they need than the client has. So as the client does this every 5 years or every 7 years or occasionally, something like that, we do it every day. So we have greater knowledge, we have greater experience, and we should be leading the client and not letting the client lead us, because how would they know how to make the best decision when they don't make the decision often enough to be good at it? So let's say it's transactional. Yeah, they make it all the time. They know how to make it. When it's strategic, when it means that failure is not an option for you, you need a one-up salesperson. You need a one-up shirt like this. I'll get them available as soon as I can. We're going to have to make another order after outbound. And you can wear one of these, sport one of these, and let people know you are one up. And you probably are if you're watching a video like this one. So let me tell you what happened. The internet started a long time ago, but in the 1990s, it started to take off, and we ended up with AOL, and we started to have a lot of things being published online. And one of the things that prognosticators, people who are going to try to project into the future, they started to say there's not going to be a reason for salespeople anymore, specifically because all the information is now going to be on the company's website. Well, that's true. But unfortunately, most of that information that would be in a conversation that the salesperson has doesn't create any value anyway. So I'm going to tell you how old my company is. I'm going to tell you how many locations we have. I'm going to tell you about our CEO. I'm going to show you pictures and about us of all of the people that work here and all of those kinds of things. I'm going to tell you what our products and services look like. I'm going to give you a bunch of information. None of that information helps you make a decision. And it doesn't make a good decision when a salesperson sits down and starts giving the client the information that's already on the internet. If they wanted to see that information, they don't need a salesperson to help them. They can just go to the website. And so that information now is not important. But the idea that there's not going to be information disparity is wrong. And if you don't understand that information disparity is what allows us to create value for our clients, then you're way, way behind and you got to catch up as fast as you can. So if you've got a legacy approach and you start with rapport and my company and all that, get rid of that and start with creating value immediately, first thing when you sit down with a client. Now, how do we have information disparity when all these things are on the internet? Okay, so let me help you understand that. I sell something every single day. I get to see different companies and what they do. I get to see what works. I get to see what doesn't work. I get to see the challenges that they have, and I get to see the successes that they have. I get to understand what factors are most important to the results that a company wants. And I have a chance to look at that and study those factors and say, these factors seem to weigh a lot more than these other factors, and this person should do this, and this other person should do something completely different, because the factors are different for each of those two companies. This is called situational knowledge. The client cannot have situational knowledge that equals the salesperson unless they sell what the salesperson sells, or they buy it frequently enough that they have a good idea because they've already learned these things. Most of the time when you sit down across from a client, there's information disparity, specifically because you have experience that they lack. And that experience is what you need to give to that client. So this is an external force, this idea of information disparity. There is information parity when you look at things like facts about my company, facts about our solutions, facts about who our clients are, all those things. All of that stuff is known. It doesn't help the client make a good decision. When you try to create credibility and relevance by talking about your company, by talking about your products, by talking about your clients, you don't have any credibility that you didn't already have, and you also don't have any relevance. The best thing for you to do is to have a sales force that goes out and they're effective enough that they can create value by being one up, understanding that they've got information disparity, and start educating and enlightening the client on the decision that they need to make and what their best choice is to get the results that they need in the future. All right, that's all I got for you. I got a whole bunch of these in this book. I think I'm just going to go through all of them and make it like a little mini course here on YouTube. And you can watch these things and get this understanding. What you need to focus on leaving here is where do we have information disparity and how can we teach the client what we know so that they will make the best decision, one that includes signing a contract with us. Okay, I'm Anthony Iannarino. You know what I'm going to say? Do good work, and I'll see you back here soon.